Hi everyone, this is BDevine. I hope you're doing awesome wherever you are. And today I've already done some messages for you all, but I have a tiny little bit of time. So I'm going to do a 10-minute reading for everybody. So what we're going to do is a past, present and future message for all who are listening. Okay, you need to take what resonates. You don't want to live by readings, okay? Use your common sense and just take what resonates and use the positive for your benefit, okay? All right. If you want your own personal sessions and readings with me, you know by now, just to use my website. And it's always here. It's always on the videos or underneath them. Okay, let's go. I'm going to be live next week on YouTube, so hopefully you'll join me then. You'll all get updates. Past situation. What are you moving away from? I'm going to pull 3 cards so we can take a look at them. And that one. Okay, what are you moving away from? This is the first card, the 3 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and the 5 of Coins, okay? So we have emotion, we have thought, and we have the energy of earth or money, okay? So what we have here is you moving away from constantly reflecting, especially with these two, constantly reflecting on things that happened to you, constantly reflecting on the past, okay? And this is the past message. This is what you were doing. This is what was sabotaging you from being able to see your manifestations, was that you don't feel, for some of you, you don't feel like people truly get what you've been through, what you've had happen in your life. And it's like there's no answers, right? There's no reasoning for any of this to take place. No one gets it, why your reactions are the way that they are. But from what I'm feeling is this is in your past, meaning the way that you see things and the way that you are responding to things now is very different to how it used to be. Now, I used to always go over and over and over events of my past thinking, how could someone do that? Where do you get the thought in your head to do that to a child or to be that way? Like, I couldn't understand it, especially when I had my own children. I was like, how can someone sit there and hate or calculate against their child or give their child up or, sell their child off, right? How could someone think that in their brain? And I used to think about this all the time, someone else's motivations. What motivates them? Until I got into my spiritual journey where it was like, that doesn't matter. You're wasting your time and you're carrying these people literally around on your back and wondering why your body's so broken. Wonder why your mind can't focus on anything positive because they don't have anything positive within them. And then even later on, figuring out that the thing of it is that this is part of your contracts, soul contracts. I'm going to be teaching a course on soul contracts so that you can start to really gauge your life and your movements forward and be in control of it. Because people have contracted to be with you, to do these things to you. And although it doesn't feel that way when it's happening or that there's some bigger plan, it's there because you either use it as a powerful tool to get you onto your journey, or you keep it as a clutch, a hindrance, something that you can complain about. We know plenty of people and their whole life revolves around complaining, right? And they're missing the point. They're missing the point of their lessons. Your lessons are actually blessings as well. Okay, so let's see what you're doing at the present moment here. Okay. Here we go. We have the 10 of Wands, we have the Six of Wands, and we have the Five of Wands. Okay, so I feel like you have already beaten this competition within yourself. I feel like sometimes there are things that bring it up. No doubt. When you're in a healing journey, it doesn't mean that suddenly everything's just vanished away from you and you don't ever think of these things. You're going to, because there's still going to be situations that come up that are going to remind you of what you've already been through. And you're like, why is this happening now? Haven't I gone through enough? And it's like there's something in that message or in that sort of memory or in that situation that needs healing, okay? So when someone really, really pisses you off, or someone is really purposely trying to get under your skin, you either react like, angrily, or you brush it off. And when you get to the point where you're just dismissing this energy from entering into your energy, you're just dismissing it, nothing can get to you. Just like a bully, those people pull away, because it's no longer fun when they're not getting your reaction. So you have the victory here of the Six of Wands. You need to understand that even when you're on your true pathway, when you're on the right pathway for you, it doesn't mean life is perfect. When you find the right partner, doesn't mean it's always going to be every day's bliss. Okay? It's working through those things and not taking so many things personally, and like you might be here. Don't take things personally. Because when someone is taking everything that you're saying personally, they are overthinking everything. So therefore, everyone's out to get them. Therefore, no matter what you're doing or what you're saying or how you're behaving, they're going to find in there some kind of weakness so they can say, aha, there she is. There's that person. I knew she was fake or whatever. Right? So they can attack you because that's how they're feeling inside themselves. It's an unhealed aspect of the self. So in the present, you're working these things out. Okay? Don't think you're not. Don't think you're not progressing, okay? You are, okay? More than you realize, all right? Just by making a decision to start listening to advice, okay, making that decision is huge. Okay, let's get to the future. What's coming up in the near future? We have the Ace of Wands, new start, right? We have the Seven of Cups, imaginative. And we have the Page of Wands. Perfect. This is what you want. You want to have everything coming in. You have your creative skills. You have your brand new energy. You've got a new way of walking. You've got a new way of looking at things. You're in the beginning moments of a new life. Now, there's still going to be things that are going to try to pull you back and take your time, take your energy away from your goal. Okay? One of the hardest things on your spiritual journey is to remain focused on it and not let yourself get distracted by trying to help everybody. You know, people don't care. They will just take advantage of that and just keep on doing the same old thing anyway. So you've got to lead by example. You need to be the example. You need to be the person that you never had in your life, right? Maybe you need to reparent yourself. In fact, I really feel like everybody needs to reparent themselves, okay? You have to be that person for yourself. You know, continue, because after all, you're the only one that's ever been truly there for you your whole life, right? So why do we always dismiss ourselves and look elsewhere? And this is about understanding messages that are coming in, new beginnings that are here, creative, energy that's coming in, emotional balance, not getting yourself distracted with all these different things that start coming into your life, but focusing on you for once. I'm always going to remind you of that, because that is the only way out of what you've already been through, is to give you the most support and love ever, more than anyone else, okay? So I'm sending you love and support.